Don't limit yourself. Money is never the problem. If you find it, if you know how to find it and you know what to do with it, it will come to you. And work hard as though your life also depended on working.
Good morning, Calabar. Good morning, Malabites, Malabresses. Good morning to everyone tuned into the Founders Community Network. Time check is 3 minutes past the hour of 10 a.m. this beautiful Tuesday morning. And yes, I make it more beautiful. You make it more beautiful. We are here in the studio and you know what time it is. This is Founders Community Network on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM. And of course, by now you should know now. Come on, you should know this thing. I'm your host, Eneja Wisdom Chinitiri. Now, you know that the Founders CoNet dives into the minds, the lives of different founders, CEOs from different spheres of life. We bring them to the studio. We want them to share their stories with you. We want them to inspire you. How did they start? What challenges did they face? How did they get through? How did they build? How has it been? And how can I learn from them? Yes, that is why we are here every single day. So listeners walk in the shoes of founders and visionaries, discovering how they navigate setbacks, how they embrace creativity, how they build their legacies from the ground to the top, started from the bottom, now we're up. So whether you're dreaming of your next project or already leading one, the Founders Corner brings you closer to the voices, the challenges, helps you stay inspired, helps you stay curious, stay bold, and of course, keep building. Now today's guest is one of the most brilliant minds in the technology and education world. Yes, a woman whose name echoes through the halls of innovation here at the University of Calabar. And today's guest is one of the most brilliant minds in technology and education. She is Dr. Idongesit Eteng, the Director of ICT at the University of Calabar. She is a passionate lecturer, a researcher, a public speaker, and a mentor. I have an entire biography of her and I will let you know who she is. And yes, of course, we'll give her the chance to introduce herself to us. Now here is the kicker as usual. There is no Founders Corner where there's no episode where we do not bring to you an exciting and interesting and even delicious part sometimes. So today, Dr. Eteng is giving away 3 copies of her inspiring book, The Call. Yes, I'm so excited, guys. You should see this. My stomach is rumbling. I need to read this already. So yes, 3 lucky listeners today will win these 3 copies that she has brought to us. But let me read her biography real quick before we get into her own personal hello to us. Dr. Mrs. Idongesit is a visionary academic. She's a researcher and innovator whose career embodies excellence, resilience, and the transformative power of education. With over 17 years of experience in teaching and leadership, she has enriched countless lives through her work at the University of Calabar, where she currently serves as the Director of Information and Communication Technology, ICT. And of course, since joining the university in 2006, Dr. Eteng has devoted her career to nurturing young people, young minds, mentoring students across diverse backgrounds, and advancing knowledge in computer science and technology. And before her current role, she served as head of the Department of Computer Science, yes, where she played a key role in shaping the department's academic and research culture. Dr. Eteng holds a PhD in computer science from the University of Ibadan. Her academic interests include distributed database, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, software engineering, machine learning, and formal methods. She has made notable contributions both in theory and application, pioneering expert systems that have improved practice in the health and educational sector. Her innovative research portfolio includes developing a smart farming prototype utilizing the internet technology and data analytics, creating collaborative research tools to strengthen university-industry partnership, applying machine learning techniques for credit card fraud detection. Heavy on that. And designing a fault-tolerant web-based examination system to enhance the educational infrastructure in resource-limited settings. Her work has attracted international recognition and support from prestigious bodies including the National Science Foundation, NSF, and the Division of Agriculture and Natural Resource at the University of California. Yes, Dr. Eteng has presented her research at renowned conferences in Ghana, Scotland, London, and the United States, underscoring her global influence and commitment to advancing knowledge in her field. Now let me take it, out of the classroom, beyond the classroom and the lab. She's a passionate advocate for women in STEM, dedicated to mentoring young female scientists and empowering the next generation of innovators to rise with confidence and purpose. Her creativity extends beyond technology into literary world as the author of the thought-provoking novel The Call, a work that reflects her life philosophy of purpose, faith, and perseverance. She is a devoted Christian, a teacher of God's word, and family woman. Dr. Eteng's life is a statement of leadership, innovation, and impact through service and knowledge. I'm pretty sure I've said a lot, but I really, really want you to hear her beautiful voice. Let her say hello to you herself. Dr. Eteng, we are honored to have you today. Please say hello to us.
Hello, viewers or hearers. Whatever the case may be, it's an honor to be here.
We're excited to have you in the studio. Guys, let me give you a quick one, a short story. This short story was a long one for me, but I'll make it short. Finding Dr. Eteng was it was a journey, a struggle. We went with arrows, bows, shields, and swords. We called and called. She is somewhere. She's flying to Abuja 1 minute, and the next minute she has landed in Port Harcourt. I promise you, I'll check my schedule and get back to you. It was a lot. So this shows you that she has really devoted her time, herself, her energy into, working towards the growth and development of young people and every organization she finds herself. She's a sweet woman. With how busy her schedule is, she still makes time. She will always take the call. She'll tell me, I promise you, I'll check my schedule. Okay, sweetheart, I'll call you back. I felt like, okay, mommy. But really happy you made it, ma. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Okay, I think we'll just dive to the interesting part already. Guys, you're listening to us, and by now you should know already that it's the Founders CoNet on Unical Radio International 103.5 FM, where we bring to you education beyond barriers. Now, I will tell you when the call line is open, and you get the chance to call. Pick a question, I'll ask you the question, you answer it correctly, you'll get an autographed copy of the famous The Call. Yes, I'm sure you're excited, but now I want to know, from the very beginning, what was young Idongesit like? If we took a trip down memory lane, like when you were like 5, 7 years old, what would we find you doing? What would we find you thinking about, dreaming about? Were you playing in sand?
Okay, yeah. It would be an honor to say a bit about me. But the most important thing is I've always been very driven. Having lost a father when I was still in the cradle, I was raised by a widowed mom who was determined to make me the best. And so growing up for me was that of determination. I always lived to honor God and to put a smile on my mother's face. I don't know how much I've done that, but I'm going to do that till she exits out of this world. So I lived a motivated life. I knew that I owed a lot of people. I was raised by community, my aunts, my uncle, and good people. So growing up was always having to go to farm, yes, and then come back from farm, having to read my books. And I've always believed that if you work hard enough, you'll stay at the top. So every parent always says I was always at the top, but that's not the case for me, I guess. At least my mom is still alive to tell the story. So yes. I always believe that, when you're determined, you can actually stand out. So I worked hard like every child. I had my moments of doubt and all of that. But I just kept my eyes on the focus on getting to the top and making something out of my life. I grew up in a small village.
Yes, I was going to ask. Where you grew up?
I grew up in Ikot Abase, local government area of Akwa Ibom State. The village is Ibekwe. So my both parents, before my dad passed on, he was actually a Canadian trained medic, but that's a story for another day. So after he passed on, my mom, took us back to the village, and that's where we were raised. So it's a small, closely knit community where almost everybody knows everybody. So that was my upbringing, more or less. I went to a primary school called St. Teresa's Primary School. I would trek every day to school and trek back from school. That was life.
Why were people always trekking? Because my mom tells the same story.
Oh, but it is what it is.
I thought they were animals, at least camel, something, horse.
Well, getting a horse or a camel was not a feat for the lowly and the poor. You had to have some bucks. So it wasn't something that every family could afford. So an average child growing up in my time would walk to school
with
and walk
slates
back.
In their hands.
Yeah, I didn't use slates.
Okay.
I had notebooks.
Thank you for your honesty. All of our parents, they always took first in class.
Well, you can check our report cards if you doubt it. I still have mine.
Second.
A few times, but most of the time.
If you were my mom's classmate and both of you always came first, who was second in class?
Could have 6 of us bracket first.
Okay, ma. So clearly, you mentioned growing up and being trained by a community. You didn't do it on your own. You had to work hard, and you hold the value that and if you work hard enough, you'll be at the top. But can you take us right back to the very beginning, your foundational academic journey? How was it? Where did you start from? Who were your sponsors? What intricacies did you face while there up to university level?
I think you want me to write another book.
No, just a brief
Okay,
one.
well, I mentioned I went to primary school. I went to nursery school before my father passed.
Okay.
I went to Christ the King International Nursery School in Rio. But after he passed, we had to move to the village. So I had to go to a primary school. And I had a funny experience the first day I went to school. I went to school in my white socks and my sandals. And the children booed at me. The children called me names. I cried back home and swore never to wear socks and shoes
For
to
looking
school.
clean?
Yeah, for looking clean and different. So that's, and this, I'm not making it up, that's the truth. So that's, the kind of setting that, I found myself. But I blended, I became one of them. Mommy still begged me at least to wear shoes, at least afford shoes. So I blended with them and wrote my primary 6. After that, I went to Immaculate Conception Secondary School, Itac. Yes, it was one of the best schools back then in Akwa Ibom State. Wow. I had white trainers. My principal was a white woman, though she married on a Popo Mount. Yes, the very outstanding Mrs. Joe Jaja. So she raised us. We actually schooled in Akwa Ibom, but she raised us as though we walked in palaces in London.
Wow.
Yes, she did. She taught us to look straight, to walk upright, to speak properly, to speak English well, proper diction, good pronunciation. We had good teachers, people that were patient enough to raise us. So my secondary school was about the best part of my life. My true friends came from my secondary school.
Wow.
And for the records, we still hold on together. We have a class group, we visit each other, we celebrate our children, we celebrate weddings. Some of us are still getting married,
Wow.
while some are trying to have grandchildren. It is what it is.
Yes.
So my secondary school was a beautiful experience. And after that, I came to the university to start my journey. I came to University of Calabar. Interestingly, I did not start, as an undergraduate student. I started with a diploma because I had lots of challenges. Yes, my YA came out, but it was written, outstanding, whatever that meant. I wasn't a dull student, like I said. I was the best female jet in my state.
Wow.
If anybody beats my record, it's the legendary Efaemiode. He's a medic in the US.
Wow.
And I was right behind him. So we represented my state, 7 boys. I was the only girl. So I know what it means to be in stiff competitions. I met people that I met again in Unical. Some of them came from Federal Government College, Calabar, representing Cross River States. But after that, I had a bit of a setback, trying to get my results and all of that, missing jam, missing everything. It was a good time because it actually drew me to God. I remember telling my grandma that I wasn't going to stop fasting until God put me in school. And my biggest desire was to go to school. So I told her I was going to fast the first day. I didn't take water, I didn't take anything. The second day I started crying. I was very close to that. And I told her, you better tell God if he ever hears anyone that he should come to my aid. If not, so I'm not going to stop. I'm just saying that the road was not as smooth as it looks now.
Yes.
I had to, go through stuff, come to start a diploma. My mates were already in UI. UI was always my dream university. Okay. I didn't get that for first degree, but I still got there for my master's and my PhD. Yes. So I went through my, university times, and God brought lovely mentors into my life. Professor Lipsy is still alive. He's one of my great mentors in the University of Calabar. If he ever gets to hear this, or his daughter ever gets to hear this, I love you, Prof. You raised me.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Yes. So those are the people that raised me. Then I went to UI and I met Professor Shofison. I met, Professor Kingumi. All of them, they brought me up, they taught me, and then I did my PhD too. While I was going to school during my master's, I had the opportunity to serve in the University of Calabar. The sitting vice chancellor then, and I owe him everything I have become. Professor Ivarisu, he didn't know me, he didn't have to know me, but he wrote, and I was posted back to serve in Cross River State. I don't know if it happened for anybody. And when I was posted back, he insisted that I must come to serve in the University of Calabar. We were the first graduates of computer science, and he wanted about 4 of us. Again, I was the only girl among 3 boys. We brought back. Well, not necessarily. I think it's just favor. I think it's just God showing me mercy and answering my mother's prayers. So that's how I got, redeployed to serve in the University of Calabar, where I had no one who would have spoken for me. And that's how I automatically had a job after that. Wow. I didn't need to stress. I didn't need to do anything. I just was employed. That's how it was for me. Yes.
I think I'm going to, direct this one to Malabites and Malabresses. Are you hearing? Open that book and read it. Read it well, because you won't have to struggle so much if you do good at whatever field you're in. Just put your head into the game. Just choose to stand out, because I think this is the story. This is the lesson I'm picking from it. She was always top. If anybody want to pass her, it's just one person, and she's pursuing the person. It's this kind of 10/10, 9.5/10 situation. Guys, we need to up our games. But with all of these experiences you've shared with us, I still haven't gotten computer science, right? And that's where
computer science, software engineering now. I'm in software engineering department now.
But then where did all of this curiosity spark? What parts did it spark the whole curiosity about computers and innovation? When were you sure that this is what I really, really want to do? Yeah.
Well, I can't really say, but I've always been intrigued. Okay. I've always wanted to do things that were not as easy. Okay. I wasn't so good at math, so yes, you need to hear this part. And this is where, mentorship comes in. I would always ace all my courses, 90, 100, but mathematics will always be 50, 60. Till I got to JS3, and God sent me an angel. God sent me, yes. He was a youth corper. His name was Mr. Olojo. When all of us are growing up, everybody says, I'm going to be a doctor, I'm going to be a nurse, I'm going to be a this. And I'm saying, well, I don't want to be a doctor too. And he looked at me and he said, you'll actually be an engineer. I said, sir, I don't think so. My math is not so good. Mr. Olojo used one term to rewire my brain, to teach me, to make me believe that I could do it. He paid so much attention to me that after that, I was confident I could do it. And it showed, because when I went to write junior YA, I actually had 11 distinctions, including mathematics.
Whoa.
Yes. And I was never that good at maths.
11?
Yes.
I didn't even have that many. Whoa! How many courses did you take?
We did 12. I had a credit in fine arts.
Junior YF?
Yeah, junior YF. We did 12 back then.
I think in my day and time, I took 9 courses.
Okay.
They were compressed courses.
Okay. Yeah.
I think basic science and technology involved 4 different courses.
I know. My daughter
So
did that.
all if you count them one by one, then there will be like 17.
I know.
So out of 9, I mean, guys, give me my class. I had 8 A's.
Awesome. That was good. Now that was good.
Thank you.
That was good.
Okay, man, your story is really, really, really interesting, and then it's also really interesting how you went into lecturing. It was like you being in school, you being favored, you serving here, and then you decided to, you know what, I'm great at this. Let me give it back. So, what exactly would we say inspired you to go into lecturing? What does lecturing mean to you personally?
That's a great question. Lecturing is my life.
Oof.
I'll do it even if I wasn't paid. My husband shouldn't hear it again. I've said it so much that he gets angry when I say it again. I love to teach. I think I have my students even around here in this studio. Okay. And they can testify.
Yes.
I teach with a lot of energy. With a lot of, and I take time, you know. I was taught in UI that before you teach for 2 hours, make sure you study for at least 8 hours.
Whoa.
So you don't just walk into class to blab or to read from a book or to look into a laptop or to look into a phone. You go to class and you blast. So lecturing for me is an intentional job. Wow. It's something I do not just to make a living, but to make a giving.
What? Oof! Guys, hold me. It's not just to make a living, it's to make a giving. Soak it in. So those of you listening that will be quick to raise your hand and say, I want to be a this, I want to be a that, just because, you know, most of your classmates are saying I want to be a doctor, and you don't know the pepper that those people are saying. So how about you check your interests, get mentors, pray, because everything mommy has been saying here is God favored me, God showed me mercy, God here, God there, God sent an angel. Who is sending your own angel? Be guided, right? You need the right mentors so you're not being advised towards a different direction that's not for you. But with all of this, you know, your journey in lecturing, I know that students can be pretty difficult. I was one student. I can speak for myself. I didn't like many of my lectures.
I know.
But you must have had principles that guided your work, you know, your decision making. What principles helped you keep up with all of this?
The first thing, I remember I was once a poor student. And so I made a vow to God, I'll never take a bribe. I would never extort a student. I would never put a burden on students, but I will make sure that they earn every grade. If you make an A in my course, you're genius. You just deserved it. I'm not going to throw marks at you. Yeah, some of my students said she's too strict and all of that. But beneath the very strict woman, it's a lovely mother and mentor. True. So yes, if they bother to crack through, I'm not asking them to crack through because some of them will take advantage of me like some of them already do. But what I'm saying is this, there has to be a balance between being strict and being human. You know, you see a child, I run into a lot of children and I don't remember some of the details, and they'll tell me you paid my fees, or you helped me in exam hall, or you did this. Sometimes I don't even remember. But what I'm saying is, it's what, you know, kept me was, I had principles, of course, go to class as much as you can. Now I hardly have time to, God help me, with all the administrative work, but I love to teach. I'll always be in my class on time, or even before time. Yes, my younger years of teaching, I would always be in my class on time. And then make sure that I try to cover my syllabus. Don't set questions for students when you have not justified teaching them or exposing them to materials. I don't sell a material. I recommend you to books. And if I have the book, I share the soft copies. My students will say that. I'll give it to you for free if I have the license or the copyright to do that. And if you need to get a book, yes, you may if you want to, but I'm not going to tie anything to it. And then, please, your grades are sacred. You earn it.
You earn it.
Yes, you earn it.
Wow.
Yes.
Oof, that is deep, especially to the students that are inclined to that department. Hear and hear well. I can't relate. Okay, well, we know that every beautiful story, definitely there are challenges, and you stood out as one of the best female lecturers in the department.
I am the only female lecturer in the whole of my department, in the whole of the Faculty of Computing. I'm not boasting. I want it to change, but it's been like that for years. Yes.
I hope
sadly so.
I hope you are.
So please, females out there, please apply. Please come and work. Please come and I've brought in a few, but they get married, they leave. It's not so easy to combine all of this together.
Yes.
So
yes, it's a lot. It's a lot. That's why I'm about to, move towards the pressure. The pressure you must have, had to handle, had to go through. Now it's a faculty. What are the pressures that must have, come with these unique experiences?
Well, the biggest pressure, and I think that was the biggest I've ever had, was actually being head of department.
Oof.
The only female, of course, and heading everyone who is male, and having the task of being the first person to write for resource verification for 4 new courses: information systems, information technology, software engineering, cybersecurity.
Wow.
I did all of that. And then, writing for a Faculty of Computing, tasks that looked, like it was impossible. But I always, like I said, I always like to do difficult things. I like to do things that look like, it cannot be done. So I have very cooperative colleagues. My male colleagues are wonderful, computer science lecturers. I love all of you. They're very submissive. Some of them work with me till midnight. Yes, wow. They did. Some of them came very early to work. I pushed my non-teaching staff. I pushed everyone. So I think the worst is behind me.
Wow. Beautiful, Ma. Thank you so much. Call line. I had to remind myself that we need you to call in and win these books because I'm having so much fun. I'm learning a lot. Founders CoNet isn't just about you, the listeners out there. It's about me too, but it's mostly about you. I'll give that to you. Okay, so the call line is open. We want you to call in. Pick a number. It's just 3 today. It is 3 of this. 3 copies of this amazing book. And believe me, if you're a reader, even though you're not a reader, I think you should be a reader for this book's sake. You don't want to miss it. So the phone line is open. It's 080. See where I calm down to call it Abby. Okay. So the phone line is open. It's 080 9444 4058. I'll take it again for clarity. It's 080 9444 4058. Your research. I told you I did my own ground check, my own research. I dug deep. I really wanted to know about you. You were a mystery to me. Yeah, so I found out that your research has taken you to Ghana, Scotland, Houston, London. How did those international experiences influence your approach to innovation and teaching back home?
Awesome. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank TEDFund because every trip I have made didn't have to come from my pocket. Maybe one came from my husband's, but most of them came from the sponsorship of TEDFund and the University of Calabar. Yes. So when people say, they won't sponsor you, you won't get it, it's not true. Just send a good work out, send out a good proposal. I was sponsored twice to attend conferences. Wow. Yes. For the Ghana one, my husband sponsored it. That was my first. And I did very little work on Ebola. That was when Ebola was a big thing. So we built a very small health system. And when I heard about the RIN and Research International Network, I felt I had something to offer. So I put in my abstract and I was called to come. And so I went. It taught me to come back to Nigeria and be better. And it also taught me that, look, this is Ghana. That was a while ago, we're telling them Ghana must go. But I saw in Ghana that, they had good roads, electricity was, and I'm like, this is not a very small country. Right. Look at the map. of Africa. And look at the size of Ghana, look at the size of Nigeria and all of that. So it actually taught me that, I mean, if a nation is determined, the people are determined, they can always, overtake, they can always be at the top. So coming back, I learned a few things from there, ethics, work ethics, and presentation skills. I am a fabulous, presenter. I don't doubt it. I love to make presents. I did one yesterday for Anupa. Yes. And I was paid very handsomely. Whoa. I'm not even joking. Whoa. I'm not joking.
But how about those, young entrepreneurs, young founders, or even academics seeking to do the kind of things that you do, the kind of things that you have done, but like you mentioned, them applying and saying or getting discouragements that you will not get it, What's your advice for them on how to build international partnership?
Oh yes, start small, start from where you are. Don't work alone.
Okay.
I work with my students, I work with my mentors, I work with my PhD supervisors. I'm writing a series of books, and one of the authors is my MSc supervisor. So I never get to work alone. My book is going to be on every desk in secondary schools, yes. It's a promise. God will do it. So don't work alone, and don't feel that you know everything.
So you've heard from Dr. Idongesit. Do your homework. Never walk alone. There are always people that you can ask questions. There are people who have done this, before you. They've been in the business longer than you have. You can do your research. Don't just go there clueless and expect that they will pour their money on you. It's not magic. It won't happen like that. So, we know that you're known for mentoring young female scientists. So what are some of the challenges that you've faced with, ladies, women in STEM?
Well, I think I mentioned some already.
Yes.
Yeah. They are very zealous, and then this tall, dark, and handsome comes and sweeps them off their feet.
Okay. So men are the problem.
No. I didn't know they're not. No, my husband won't be happy if he hears that.
That's all I took from this.
No. You took the wrong one.
Adam. Don't mind me. Okay, I think that's a practical, a realistic one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm still here waiting for you to give me a call right back. Hello, good morning. Please, what's your name and where are you calling from? Okay, Peter from Etago. Are you ready to answer a question?
Yes, I'm fully ready.
Okay, you know that if you get this, if you get the answer right, you stand a chance to win an autographed copy of the book, The Call. Pick a number.
How many questions are there?
You have 3 questions.
Just 3.
Yes, just 3.
It's like it was that.
You want to answer more? So you can just pick one out of the 3.
Should I take
Number 3. What university does Dr. Idongesit lecture at?
She lectures at the University of Calabar.
But of course, we've said it a ton of times. Congratulations, you have just won yourself an autographed copy of the book, The Call. We'll need you to give us a text on WhatsApp, this same number on WhatsApp. Identify yourself, and your book will be sitting cool, sitting pretty, waiting for you to come pick it up. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Okay, 1 book down, 2 to go. This is getting interesting. Thank you so much, Mr. Peter, for persevering and actually getting through to us. The service is doing something today, but we're active. Ma, let's talk about the novel. I mean, the novel of the hour. The Call. What inspired you to write it? Yeah.
Okay. Talking about inspiration, I just felt like giving back to my world. Yeah. I've won a few poetry awards.
Yeah.
I've won a few writing awards, so it doesn't take me too much effort to write. I mean, not like I boast, I write as well as the artist. I'm not an arts person, but I just write. Okay, so I felt I had a story to tell. So the call is actually the story of a growing child. It would be my story told from different lenses.
Okay.
Yes. So it's about a girl. Her name is ASEAN. Some people pronounce it as Asian, but no, it is ASEAN. It is an Ibibio name.
Wow.
Yes, it is. It means beauty, means pretty, shine.
Wow.
Okay, so and she grows up in a family that things are not so well, but she's determined to fulfill her calling in life. And the call also underscores the fact that you don't need to be behind the pulpit to fulfill a call. You don't need to be a pastor. You don't need to be, a big pope. You can be a student. You can be a lecturer. You can be a writer. You can be a presenter like you are. But you're doing what you were wired to do. Because every one of us, there is something unique that God made us to do. There's something you can do more than other people.
Yes.
So first of all, you need to discover it. You need to know who you are. And then you need to put in yourself, deploy yourself to becoming that. In spite of challenges, there isn't one person in this world who fulfilled his calling or who lived a fulfilled life that did not go through challenges. So in spite of all the challenges she went through, and for the record, it's a university setting, it's a blend of university setting, the things that students would go through in a university and all of that. And then it climaxes to a beautiful story. Yeah.
Oof.
It's a love story too, by the way.
Oh, there is love.
Oh, plenty of love.
I'm interested. I'm more interested now. I love love. Okay, Ma, to our entrepreneurs out there, leaders, people building something, growing a vision that they have. Even to the students out there, what would your advice be? Something that would help people. Oof, let me take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Jude. I'm calling from Atimbo.
Jude from Atimbo.
Yes.
Okay, Jude, pick a number and I'll say the question out to you.
Okay, question number 2.
Question number 2. Let's see if you get it right. Drum roll, please. How many copies? I feel like I made these questions way too easy. How many copies is she giving away today?
From the introductory section of the program, I would say she has 3 copies of books to give out.
Okay, congratulations, that is correct. And thank you for paying attention to the introductory part. You have just won yourself an autographed copy of the book, The Call.
Thank you.
Okay.
I also wish to say that Dr. Idongesit was my lecturer,
Oh,
You don't see.
so I'm proud of her.
thank you so
I'm
much.
glad to hear that.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you.
Okay, so please give us a text on WhatsApp, this same number. We'll have your book sitting pretty and waiting
Alright,
for
I'll do
you.
that.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay, we have 2 down,
One to go.
1 to go. So, Ma, you're about to give us an advice, something that we should, keep in mind while building for young listeners, especially women aspiring, to enter into technology and academia. What lesson should we hold tight to us?
Number 1, trust God completely.
Trust God completely.
Like your life depends on it, because it actually does.
It does, yes.
And work hard as though your life also depended on working.
Yes.
Have a network.
Have a network.
Yes.
Have a network.
People. I have people in my team. I have people that help me do editing, help me proofread what I've written. Support systems, people that give me advice.
I appreciate the fact that you balanced it, because many people think it's just about prayer and then they pray and go to sleep. Then their roof will open. Then their dream will coincide.
It doesn't work like that. Even the Bible says faith without work is dead.
So trust God completely.
Yeah. Build a good
Work
network.
hard.
Yeah. Sharpen your skills.
Yeah, sharpen your skills.
Don't stay up with that old mundane technology. Oh, I learned how to program in for 7 The world has moved. What's wrong with learning Python? what's wrong in doing something bigger, in finding out what's happening? I learn even from my students. I learn from everyone. If you're humble enough, you can learn. Even the Bible says, "Go to the ant, O sluggard." So watch, what's going on in your world, and then aspire to be the best. One day, I hope to be on TEDx. Yes. So, don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. And then money is never the problem. If you find it, if you know how to find it, and you know what to do with it, it will come to you. There are people that are ready to sponsor. There are people that are willing to collaborate. There are people that are willing to be, there for you. Just proof that you can be trusted.
Yes.
Can be trusted. $10 million, give account, you can be trusted, and it will come. And then don't you ever stop. Don't
ever stop. It's been a lot already on this episode. I realized we've not hit any rapid fire question at all. So let me just give you like 2. So a rapid fire question: tea or coffee?
Tea.
Why?
I took a lot of coffee when I was in UI. I think it had a part of my life. So I said, once I left school, I was going to do nothing with coffee anymore.
Okay, one book aside from your own, besides your own, everyone should read.
One book, the Bible.
The Bible. Ice cream or parfait?
Parfait. It's healthier.
Okay. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
Night owl.
Night owl.
But I have to be both because I have to come to work.
And travel a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Yes. Okay, finally, Samsung.
I'm not like I like it. But when duty calls, I have to.
I think you're used to it. Okay, iPhone or Samsung?
Oh, I'll be in between. I have an Apple. I have an iPhone, but I can't say. Yeah, something else.
Okay.
Anything in between.
But you don't use an Android. Everything you've mentioned is Apple.
I have an Android. I forgot my phone at home. I was running to come to Unical Radio. So I forgot. So I have an Android phone. I have an iPhone.
I have had a blast with you in the studio, man. You have really intrigued me. I have learned a lot. What an inspiring conversation. Thank you so much, Dr. Idongesit, for making it here, for spending this time with us. Your journey has inspired us. It has taught us a lot. Now, to our listeners, I will leave you with a quote by Michelle Obama, the former First Lady of the United States of America. Don't just fight for your seat at the table, build your own table, and make sure to invite others to it.
Awesome.
I'm a carpenter now. I'm building tables. Believe me, I'm going to invite you to sit on it. This is Unical Radio International 103.5 FM. This has been the Founders Community Network Season 2. I welcome you to it once again. I am your host and will continue to be your host, Eneja Wisdom Chinitrim. I'm that wise girl behind the mic. Until next week, enjoy the rest of your day. Stay tuned to Unical Radio International.